خَافَ اللَّهَ مِنْهُ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ. Whoever fears God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make everything that everyone fears Him. Remember, during the Iranian-Iraqi war, the Iraqi TV, the national TV, showed Saddam visiting Imam Hussein's shrine and praying to a kafir and kissing the shrine. So my father said, Subhanallah, Saddam came to power to kill the Shias of Hussein, to ban the ziyarah of Hussein, and to demolish the shrine of Imam Hussein. But now he's forced to come to the shrine of Imam Hussein and visit him. Although it was riyah, he's forced to do that. Now, very briefly, this question needs to be addressed. Why is Hussein everlasting and imperishable? For one simple reason. Because he was carrying the standard of the prophets and prophethood. And the light of prophets and prophethood cannot be extinguished. Why? Because the very objective behind creation would be nullified. Why were we created? وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. I created you so that you become true servants of Allah, to show servitude to your Lord. The tradition says, إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. To know God. If you know God, you'll show servitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if all the messages of the prophets are annihilated, the objective behind creation is destroyed. That's why Hussein's name is imperishable. Let me just give you a small example. Before the Prophet was sent to humanity, before the Ba'ath, none of the teachings of the Prophet was present. All had been tampered with or distorted. No virtue was present at the time of Jahiliyyah, the ignorant era, the pagan era. Nothing. It was like a jungle. Dog-eat-dog mentality prevailed. People used to bury their own children. One man had over 400 wives. He couldn't sleep at night because another tribe might raid their town, their area. So when they feared a raid, they would bury their wives, their children. So when the Prophet was sent, he revived Adam, Noah, Ibrahim, Isa, Musa. Suddenly they all came back to life. Their messages, their teachings were revived by the Ba'ath of the Prophet. And this is one of the principles of our beliefs. يُؤْمِنُونَ بِمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكَ وَمَا أُنزِلَ مِن قَبْلِكَ. You have to bring faith in the teachings, the predecessors of our prophets, Isa, Musa, Ibrahim, وَمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكَ, and the teachings that were revealed to the Prophet himself. After the Prophet's death, I don't want to go into details, but the Quran says, أَفَإِنْ مَاتَ أَوْ قُتِلَ انقلبتم عَلَىٰ أَعْقَابِكُم. When the Prophet dies, he will give her back to his religion, to his teachings, and everything that we revealed to the Prophet. This is the Quran saying it explicitly and plainly. أَفَإِنْ مَاتَ أَوْ قُتِلَ انقلبتم عَلَىٰ أَعْقَابِكُم. Until it was during Yazid's time. Yazid was like the pinnacle of oppression and tyranny and deprivation and all sorts of corruption. You should read about Yazid from Sunni scholars' perspective, how degenerate this man was. When this man came to power, his aim was to change Islam the way that suits him. He wanted the big era to return. And Islam was like a vehicle that was going down into a steep valley. A vehicle that was about to be thrown from a cliff to a steep valley. So there had to be a massive force that would stop this vehicle from being thrown from the cliff. And this is where Imam Hussein's role manifests itself. He saved the religion. That's why when we visit Imam Hussein today, we say, Assalamu alayka ya waratha Adam. Salam be upon you, O inheritor of the legacy of Adam. Assalamu alayka ya waratha Nuhin nabiyillah. Assalamu alayka ya waratha Musa kalimullah. Assalamu alayka wa Allah. Because He revived Isa. He revived Musa. He revived every prophet and their teachings. And that's why this is part of the salutation to Imam Hussein alayhi salam. That's why his light cannot be extinguished. Brothers and sisters, Imam Hussein had only one son. After he was killed, one son remained alive. The Umayyads, 30,000. Now, where are the children of the Umayyads? And the children of Hussein are over 20 million. Who is doing this? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we should know who Allah is, and know who Hussein is, and what is the relationship between Hussein and Allah. Despite all the deterrents, Imam Hussein is imperishable. There were all sorts of deterrents. They started, you could safely assume that a government that galvanizes an army of over 30,000 to kill 100 men would use other methods and other means to sabotage Hussein's character. Character assassination, smearing campaign, and whatnot. One of the things that they did was say that, who is Imam Hussein? Imam Hussein and Imam Hassan, these rumors were spread before Imam Hassan's time. Imam Hassan and Hussein are two children of Ali. They're not the children of the Prophet. Then why say they are the children of the Prophet? This incident happened inside the time of the Prophet. Imam Musa ibn Ja'far al-Kadhim was visiting his grandfather. When the famous Abbasid al-Rashid happened to be there, Imam Musa ibn Ja'far said in front of everyone, "Assalamu alayka ya Abdullah, peace be upon you, grandfather Rasulullah." Harun Rashid didn't like it. He said, "Look, you're the children of Fatima. So you belong to your father Ali ibn Abi Talib. We are the children of Abbas. We're both relatives of the Prophet. But don't say that we're the children of the Prophet, as if you're the continuation of his legacy." So Imam al-Kadhim said to him that, "I have a question. If the Prophet is resurrected, comes back to life, and he proposes and asks the hand of your daughter, would you give permission for your daughter to marry the Prophet?" He said, "Are you be honored?" "Of course." The Imam said, "But if he asked the hands of my daughter, I wouldn't give it." "How could you?" He said, "Because I'm his son. I'm his grandson." Imam said, "Ja'far, similar to Father's desire." And that's why the Prophet made it clear. He said, "Al-Hasan wal-Hussein walada'i min sulbi Ali ibn Abi Talib." Hasan and Hussein are my children from the lineage of Ali ibn Abi Talib. And he said that this hadith was narrated, this is taken Bukhari, the most authentic book after the Quran, for non-Shi'as. The Prophet says, "Hussein minni," Hussein is part of me. And now it's obvious that he's not saying that Hussein is part of me as in he's carrying my genes. Every child carries the genes of his father and his forefathers. But he's trying to say something else. "Hussein minni wa ana min Hussein." And I'm from Hussein. Hussein is a continuation of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wa sallam. He made it very clear. "Hussein minni wa ana min Hussein." So they tried separating Imam Hussein from his grandfather, Rasulullah. Why say he's a child? He's the son of Rasulullah while he's the son of Ali ibn Abi Talib. The Prophet made it clear. He is my son. And also they said that Hussein revolted against Yazid because he wanted to become a ruler. So there was a competition between the two rulers. This is as preposterous and ridiculous as all other accusations against Imam Hussein and Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. I mean, imagine someone comes inside the assembly of Hajjaj, the coup dictator. Hajjaj wasn't there. He goes and sits in the position of Hajjaj. So when Hajjaj comes inside the assembly, he finds a man sitting in his place. Says to him, "Wallah, if you're not superior to me in any way, I will behead you. Kill you and sever your head. If you're not better than me in one virtue, one aspect or another, I will kill you." The man stood and he said that I'm superior to you. I have a virtue that you don't have. He said, "What's